for keeping you guys so long. I'm very, very sorry. Finally, we have here Odette on the show. And guys, she's a pretty lady and she's a very, very responsible and a married lady based in Dubai, Sharjah to be precise. So let me just go straight to the point. Sorry, we cannot welcome you again with your song because we are almost running out of time. And I'm so grateful you finally made it to the show. Please, can you tell us more about yourself?
Wow, I'm so glad to be on this show today. Actually, Lady B, you are actually a lady with a billion hearts, like the way your name goes by, okay? And you actually took me by surprise on this show today. So I would say I'm actually glad to be here, okay? And my name is Odette Bongfeng. So yeah, I go by the name Odette Bongfeng, and I'm actually a content creator as well. I'm also a beautician. I'm actually a hairstylist and a makeup artist. Okay, so yes, and actually I have a YouTube channel that is based on just beauty content, hair content, as I told you guys earlier. So yes, and I'm also a mom and a wife.
Okay, thanks for that little introduction. We are happy you finally made it to the show. Please, guys, as you're coming, share the video and we'll get to know more about this beautiful lady. So, the first question is, are you in a relationship or are you married or your relationship status?
I'm actually married.
Where are you based?
I didn't get your question. It was a little bit, I think it was breaking, so I didn't get you clearly.
Where are you based actually?
I'm based in Dubai, UAE.
Oh,
Precisely in Ajman.
Ashman.
That is the United Arab Emirates, but precisely in Ajman.
Ashman. Thank you so much for the answer. And today, the reason why I brought you on the show and I took you on a very short note and you actually make it to the show tonight, I am so, so happy because I see the enthusiasm in you. I see that you're a go-getter because you do not want to miss the show for anything because I think it was just a few hours that I informed you like I'll try to bring you on the show tonight if you're free and you said yes. And in no less than no time, you try to prepare yourself to be on the show, which I am really, really happy and I really see an effort in you because you're a content creator. Guys, she has a YouTube channel by name Odette Bonfen. She is a beautician, like she said. It's all about makeup. And if you're based in UAE and you need her to do your makeup for your wedding, for your court wedding, for any birthday party, she will drop her link here and you guys will rush to her channel to check more about this beautiful YouTuber, 237 YouTuber in the building. So today in this show, we'll be asking you, because people always say Dubai is a very, very difficult country for people to have kids, for people to make a home. That is where people always talk about, oh, Dubai is not good and you cannot have kids in Dubai, you cannot marry in Dubai. That is the reason why I brought you to the show, to try to explain to us much about Dubai, being married, having kids and making a family in Dubai. How is it all about?
Wow, actually, that's a very great question. And believe me, I would say it's like you were listening to my husband and I discussing some weeks back, because I was actually intending to bring this topic on my, channel, okay? So, because there is this myth that people have about Dubai, that you can't stay in Dubai as a family,
Miss Shai, you're welcome.
not even as a married woman or getting married in Dubai. It's really a myth, as I can say it, which is not actually accurate. It's not actually true. Okay, so I am here to encourage anyone out there who is actually like maybe single and you want to you're intending to get married in Dubai, or you're searching. Believe me, if you put yourself down, you're calm and just be yourself, don't try to fake. Trust me, you're going to get a husband, not only a husband, but a good one for that matter, you know because really, I won't lie to you. There is this saying a lot of people always talk about Dubai, like especially the Dubai men, like they are fake. They don't have this true attitude, like to approach women with that truthness in them. It's a very big lie. Believe me, we have husbands here in Dubai. If you make yourself as a wife, you will definitely get a husband.
Sure.
Okay. And secondly, and I am here as a mom and with my kids. I'm here with my kids, with all my kids here. Believe me, and I had my two children here in Dubai. I delivered my two babies here in Dubai.
Okay.
So, and I will also say, yes, because I don't want to stretch the question. I just want to stay around the question that you have asked me.
Mm.
So I will just conclude by saying, yes, you can stay here as a family. You can get married in Dubai. You can stay here with your husband, and you can stay here with your children.
Okay. How has delivery, because you say you have two kids in Dubai, how, because there are people who are already married in UAE and they want to have kids and they don't know all about the process of birth, childbirth in UAE. So how can you encourage some of them? What is there a salary standard that you should have before you have to make babies in UAE? How can you tell us how all this delivery process in UAE? Because we have a lot of misinformation. People say you cannot have this, you cannot have a child when you have this level, you cannot have a baby when you are this. So just try to give us a figure, not actually a figure, the process, like how do they go, should we go about it?
Okay. Very interesting questions this night. I was not actually expecting this, but really, in terms of having children in Dubai, I will say it's kind of expensive if you don't have insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have to have your insurance. If you don't have, but let's say you don't have your own personal insurance, you can go for your company insurance.
Yeah.
um, if your company is providing you with your insurance, okay, you can pay, let me say, a very little penny during your maternity session and during the period of delivery and everything. Really, if you have an insurance, it's just nothing, yes. And
Okay.
actually, I would say yes, it is, because I've seen someone asking the cost of living. Yes, staying here as a family, it's very possible, but it's a little bit stretched, like it's a little bit difficult, because the cost of living staying with kids here, it's kind of, let me say, expensive, okay? Why do I say so? Because the kids, they have to go to school. They have to go to school when they reach some certain age, like from, let me say, if your children, they are not, you don't intend to send them in the nursery. Like my daughter, when she was I think 2 years old, she was going to a nursery, because I and my husband, we work, and by then we didn't have someone to stay with the kid at home, not like now. Okay, so we had to put her in a nursery. So, all those things, they are a cost of living.
Yep.
Sending a child to a nursery or school, it's actually a cost of living. But hey, who says you cannot do it? Believe me, you can do it.
Okay.
You can
Thank
do
you
it.
so thank you so much for that honest answer. And what I'll ask about again, because this thing, why I am asking you is the most difficult topic that people face in UAE. Being married, making a family in UAE, and schooling and whatsoever. So exactly, I've been hearing some rumors that when you want to have a child in UAE, you have to present a particular document in the hospital, maybe your pay slip, maybe your, I think, insurance, some certain documents. So I don't know which of them is true. Like you want to go for maternity checkup, there must be some paperwork. I don't know which documents do they really need if you want to have baby, you want to start antenatal in UAE.
Okay. Actually, because here in the UAE, Dubai, we are in an Arab country, okay, and we all know that. Here, fornication is not acceptable in the first place. So, if you are going to the hospital as a pregnant woman, it means you should be a married woman. This is what they consider.
Mhm.
So, the first thing they will ask you about the first document they ask you is your marriage certificate. Okay, so once you're planning to have your kid in Dubai or whatsoever, the first thing that you have to have in mind is to go in for your marriage certificate. You have to go get, go sign your marriage certificate, because that will be the first thing they're asking you. They don't want to know whether it's a mistake or whatsoever. No, it's not acceptable here. So
Yeah.
that is the most important document that they inquire, or they are asking you, there in the hospital, to provide, them
Okay.
with. So yes, the most important and the first document they ask you is your marriage certificate.
Okay. So thank you so much for that answer, because a lot of questions have been triggering people's mind and people have been wondering, what if I want to have a kid? That's why I see most Cameroonians in UAE, they go back home to Cameroon to go and have babies before they come over. Maybe some, is it because maybe they are not married, or because maybe they don't have insurance, or maybe they don't have the finance? I think so. That has maybe is pushing them to go back home, because I see many people who are pregnant in UAE, many don't put to bed in UAE, just few. And I think it's because of some of these reasons that you're just outlaying here right now, that will clear some of the people living in UAE our doubts, because we learn from people who are
Yes,
we
yes,
learn from
actually,
people who are
if you
already
don't,
in front of.
if you don't Yeah, sorry. If you actually don't have an insurance here in Dubai, please, I would say you either go for your insurance, or you better go back.
Guys, this topic is so interesting tonight, and I'm really happy you guys are here. Please follow her up on the YouTube. This is her pin to her link. I just pin it down here. Try to check her out after this show, so that she's giving us the bitter truth of UAE. That's what some of you guys have been wanting to hear, to know much about UAE, because most of our girls in UAE, when they get pregnant, they go back home to have babies. When they get pregnant, they don't have babies in let me try to bring her back. They don't have babies in UAE because of some of these reasons. So, okay, I can see you, Lydia Labert. Yeah, thank God you're already coming. You're already sending a request right now. Sandra Gaye, thank you for coming to the live show. Please share the video. We are talking about Dubai. I think antenatal or maternity whatsoever here on the program tonight.
Yeah, before, I don't know what happened. I don't know what
No,
interrupted
it's
the
okay.
line.
It's
So,
VPN. Sometimes it go on and off.
okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's actually crazy sometimes. So,
Yeah.
like I was saying, if you don't actually have your insurance here in Dubai, to cover you, like when you're pregnant, I would just emphasize on the pregnancy case, because that's what we are talking about. So
Yep.
please just go back home, okay? If you really don't have an accurate, insurance or something, like, let me say, an insurance that will really cover you up during
Cover
that
the
period,
maternity. Yeah.
better
Mm-hmm.
for you to just go back home and quietly have your baby,
Mm-hmm.
in peace, because it will be a big mess, it will be a big mess. But I would say, okay, that will not even be important, because that's not the question right now. So maybe as we are talking, we will go to that question, then I will have to say something about that.
Okay.
So yeah,
Guys,
then considering
Your,
cards. Yeah,
your
that's it.
Okay, fans, I open the floor to you guys. People can send in your questions as well. So please, Odette, please try to figure out if you can pick up some questions because I see many questions from the fans here. They are so hot to question you so far. So guys, send in your questions, because today is going to be hot.
Okay.
Tonight is going to go deeper because we have a lot of misconception about uh United Arab Emirates.
Yes, exactly.
People say what they just believe or they just hear. Say, I hear, say Dubai na so. I hear, say Dubai na so. So sometimes it's good to have people who have the experience in the country so that they can tell us more
Okay.
about.
Nick says, how did you meet your husband and where? Okay.
Nick.
Okay, I actually met my husband here in Dubai, to be honest. Okay, I
Yeah.
met my husband here in Dubai. So we were actually, like close neighbors, like we were close neighbors. Like I was working in another company and he was working in another company. So we were actually like accommodation neighbors. Yeah.
It was
So we
never
met on
it
the
was it
roof.
was never Helem never, sir.
Exactly. Kind of, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
And I would say really, I'm just so blessed, okay, to have him as a husband in my life,
Sure,
really.
sure.
You know, um,
Sometimes no, don't mind what
actually,
I say because in this show it's not all about seriousness. Sometimes we bring in jokes to make the show lively. So uh,
of
don't
course,
be
I know.
yeah, don't take the show too serious. Like I said, nebo helem nebo is something to we know what is happening in
No, of
UAE. We know what happened. The next best space
course.
happened. They
But
are getting ready on the
excessive
next
nebo,
space.
ne yellow nebo.
So, yeah. Continue your story. Sorry for cutting you short.
Yeah, it's fine. So, okay, like I said, we met here in Dubai, okay? So, yeah. So that's how we met because she said, where did you meet your husband and how did you
Yeah.
meet? So, yes.
So how long did you take you guys
Coincidentally,
to get married, to know this is the right time for us to tango, to seal the thing?
okay. So we took maybe like 2 years. We took 2 years, okay? Yeah, to actually when we started to become like serious in the relationship and everything, so we just knew that we were meant for each other. And it was there was no time to waste. Why should we waste time? We love each other and we just know that we need to be there for each other, so there's no need to stay it and drag it too long. So yeah.
Love one Cincy. Okay, thank you so much for sharing your love story with us. So what I would ask you again is which part of Cameroon are you coming from? Because I see the name, like I know where it's coming from, Lamso, but I want to confirm with you.
Actually, like you said, I am actually from the Northwest province and precisely from So.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys, pop in your question because she's here for us tonight. She needs to give us all those vibes that we have been wanting to hear about United Arab Emirates from couples. Today is couples night. I wish the husband was beside her so
I
we
think
can
there have been
interview him
some
as
questions
well.
that I uh
So so what I'll be asking again is about what's your profession in UAE Dubai and how has it been going with you as per your job? Like,
I am actually a hairstylist here in Dubai. Okay. I work in an Arabic salon. I think I have a video on that. Okay. So for those who are interested to know
okay,
more and to really hear the story about that, they can check that video. It says my challenges being a hairstylist here in Dubai. That's the topic and all the title of the
a
video.
video.
Okay. So I work precisely in an Arabic salon. So, and I do like the local people, here, the people here in Dubai are called locals, yeah. So I deal with the local ladies here in Dubai, and not just the local ladies, the class ones, the big ladies here. So yes, so I'm a hairstylist for them. So
Okay, I
that's
want
it.
to ask about nationality. Do the Arabic people give nationality when you have a child in the Arab country, like United Arab Emirates? Do your children have nationalities?
No, it's a big no. Actually, here in Dubai, okay, this is the question, this is the answer I wanted to say that time, or I wanted to just jump into that
Mm-hmm.
time earlier, but it was not yet time. So you just asked the question. So I would say they don't give. That is the answer. And secondly, when you have a child here in Dubai, that child is being given 24 days, 24, yes, I
Ours.
think so. A period of 1 month,
Yep.
precisely, if yeah, a period of 1 month is called a period of grace. So for you to either give that child a passport or take the child back home um, for the child to have a passport. Sorry, I was just interrupted. For the child
It's
to have a
okay.
passport and a visa. Okay, so yes, it's a period of 1 month precisely. So okay, it's a
Okay.
period of 120 days. Sorry, yeah.
120 days.
Yes, a
Okay.
period of 120 days. Okay. So after the days have passed, those number of days have passed, automatically there's something they call here overstay. Okay.
Overstay.
The child automatically starts paying for her overstay,
Man,
meaning that the child is not having a visa,
visa,
a
a
valid
resident.
visa, or that child is not having a passport. Okay. So, and each day for that child is 25 dirhams. So just imagine if your child is staying here for 1 year without a visa, 25 dirhams each day for
It's
one
too
year,
much
how
money.
much is that going to be? So, you don't want to stress yourself, and you don't want to stress that child. So, but I do know that sometimes really people do get into some
Overstay.
difficulties that they were not planned for, and it will happen that the child cannot go back home for the visa or passport or whatever the case is. Okay, but they have another how can I say, they have another means that you can go through by the government. You can follow some procedures in the government, okay, to either take that child out of the country, or you have to pay for that fine. It's called a fine. So you have to pay for it. And if they have this, they usually do like a deducting fee. If they are going to do that deduction, you have to give them a very solid reason why that child was here for a year without having a visa.
Okay, thank you so so much. This particular topic right now is making the viewers to be afraid to come to Dubai. Maybe they were planning to come to Dubai and have and have their family. I'm seeing at the comment section, oh Dubai trouble, oh I know go Dubai again, no, oh Dubai do this one. So right now we're giving the negative aspect and the positive aspect of Dubai, because this is a serious note that a lot of people are frustrating in UAE because their lack of knowledge. So thank Odette
Exactly.
Bonfe for coming to the show to tell us just the bitter truth, because sometimes it's not good to put like to sugarcoat anything, because when you sugarcoat, you mislead a lot of people. It's better to
Yes,
say it as it is, so that somebody will know if I'm doing this, I know I'm doing it the wrong track, or I'm taking the wrong
the
track.
wrong way.
So right now we'll go now to the positive side of Dubai, because this one is making
That
people to be like,
literally
oi,
said, I
oi.
don't go again.
So what can you advise? What are the best moments in Dubai that you can advise people who are planning to travel to UAE to have family, the quality time? So what can you actually tell them about your family happy time in UAE?
The question was, it was kind of breaking. I didn't really get it that clear. Can you
Okay.
repeat?
I said all this while we're talking about the other side, like we see people see like the most challenging side of the UAE. So right now, we want to talk about the positivity or the positive side or the good side of UAE. So what can you actually see your children benefit benefits in UAE, like the positive sides that your children have come across or your family have come across as people residing in UAE for this length of time?
Okay, I would say actually I feel, what can I say? I don't want anyone to contradict my statement. I feel number one, kind of safe here, okay? Um, you know why I'm saying that. So secondly, my kids growing here, it's like kind of different. Even I, as their mother, the way they reason and the way they interact with people and talk, it's not the way I was trained and the way I grew up, you know? It's a very different. Really, they listen and say, "Grandma, too much."
Now
They
show to men and
really,
grandma.
ah,
We can mix it
okay.
anyway.
So
Try to mix them so
what's up
that
for
me try for the
PG?
taste. Mix and me try for taste. We'll mix them because we know so language na pidgin first of
Okay.
all. Guys, you guys are welcome. Oh my god.
Grandma too much, oh, grandma too much. Where?
Like
I beg,
seriously.
now leave me. Okay. Okay, ma talk you one for pidgin. So as I be the
Yeah.
talk, um, say the way we will grow back home, it dey completely different from the way pikin dey grow for here. The way they interact, and the way they ask questions, it be completely different, Like I feel say the world around them for here, it make their brain really be, like why they really explore a lot of things, and they want to know why. They really be curious for know why. So now
Mm.
the advantage is in that for picking them for be for this kind environment. Secondly, secondly, you know, the language, the language, the way the accent, the way they speak, it is complete for me. When my daughter they speak for me, when my daughter they talk for me, it really sound different. The way me I dey talk, sometimes themselves I dey even pronounce or when he laugh me or he correct me. So
Yeah.
those are the advantages. And then they go school for year. A schooling system for year is not dey the same like the way we will go school back home. It
Mm.
be somehow relaxed, like sometimes them, if I don't get that patient, really, I don't get that patient for teach my pikin, where I no shout. Sometimes they like if I talk 1, 2, 3, 4 times, they really like one pick am very fast the way I want am, may get am. For here, you get for pamper them, you try to take your time. They need patience. They
Mm.
begin them, you need to put a lot of patience for them to understand. Like them now for we way they just find Mulongo put am for corner there, one
A small
learn.
with
Mulongo
a use of serious beef
Mulongo
for your
dey
skin.
one place the way through. So and all in all, I would say environment, it really matter. Advantage for environment, it's amazing. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, some same they I hear some talk say this so before you want born your pikin, then they ask to see me bring nanny. Not true on a life for that question. Say you must get a nanny before you start like get pikin for UAE.
No, that's a big lie.
So any
Nobody will
man be
ask you
born a
that kind
pikin,
of question.
carry a pikin you want, do nanny you want.
That's a
Okay.
big lie. That's a very big lie. Okay? That's a very big lie. Nobody need to ask you that kind of question. Say you get for bring your nanny. These people, they not be concerned. They are not concerned in whatever way you're going to take care of your children. They are not concerned
Mm.
about that. you know but the most important thing is they want to see that these children are living, they are living good, and they like, for yeah begin to get right for call police. So Pikin get right for call police for here.
Yes.
Them na only for US. Pikin get right for call police for here. So if you know to give your pikin, you know, like if you always beat the pikin or you abuse the pikin get right for call police. So now the only thing and that way they feel really like intervene if they see and say this pikin no get a really good balance, you know. But say you go for hospital, you want go born, they ask you say bring nanny, you know, concern them. Whether you want born the pikin, babara for your bag, we go work or you want born the pikin, they do how with the pikin, you know, that's none of their business. They are not concerned with that. The only thing when you are going there to have your baby in the hospital, they are concerned in, are you married? You know, they want your certificate because your certificate will prove that you're married. Okay, that's the only thing they ask you. Apart from that, it's a no. All
Okay.
those things they are like,
Our nurse Titi is in the building. Sandra Gaia is giving us some tips also that no need I'm gonna read it for hospital. So my country people
um,
get those system
you
where
see,
they
that's
building
very
right
nice.
now
You
or
can
that
testify.
yeah or that bonfen where they building for here tonight. It don't really open our head because a lot they go on say they so oh Dubai, you know, if you born for Dubai, you give a go born on Cameroon, they bring contradictory story them. So thank God say we still come house they can try for clarify with this thought there for people the way they UAE where they want born their picking them it is far much better if you get insurance as I talk company insurance or personal insurance to cover up the maternity costs because not all insurance get that maternity cost. Some company they give insurance but they need to give maternity cost under that insurance. Someone a day they give everything. So it just depends the kind of insurance where your company take can cover you day or you they get into it. Because we get kind insurance there for our site. So let me say you don't get insurance that's oh I will born for you. You check the insurance first, see whether that insurance cover maternity leave before you say you're born for you or your
Exactly.
master own cover maternity leave because that's where it is safe.
Exactly.
So my country people, I hope
Yeah.
say when I don't get enough from this our sister, it don't really educate we Cameroonians where they live for UAE, where they were the one born, the one married, the one born for UAE, maybe that they live in a very comfortable environment. Maybe they were so scared and because they don't get who will advise them. And today I bring to our sister, see me come can clarify the can clear the air or bring whatever it can go through your own experience and nothing will see happen to date and ability and say it or if there's any other thing where you think say you get a talk if you just throw more light on it.
Okay. Actually, I'll first of all, we already get a consul general for Dubai here, which is a very big plus for all of us Cameroonians, okay? So if actually you get like a situation, if you go for your consul general, you know, go complain, because sometimes then we know how some of the companies they treat us, you know, for
Mm-hmm.
here. So if you be a Cameroonian, where sometimes you know still know or you doubt, the truth, I want to tell una say we already get our consul general for here. And then secondly, I want make all Cameroonians and when they dey for Dubai in particular, make them not limit themselves in whatsoever or in whatever ways, because now that mindset where you know most Cameroonians they get are like, you know, I won't say all, I'm just saying some of the
Most,
Cameroonians,
yeah.
you know, most of them they have that mindset that, oh, you know, what can you do in Dubai? You know, you just go out there cleaning streets and whatsoever, they are paying you petty cash, you can't stay in a better home, you can't live a good life or whatsoever. No, those things are all myth, okay? They are all myths, believe me. And if you have you know, you have to keep your mind open, you have to be positive to learn, you have to, you know, upgrade yourself, because really I really get shocked, you know, sometimes, you know, the way Cameroonians will be like, you can't get a license in Dubai. Who told you that?
Mm.
You can. You can get a driver's license. You can drive your own car in Dubai.
Of
It
course.
is very, you know, and all those things,
Possible.
believe me, you know, all those things are upgrading yourself. Once you know, you you go into doing those things, you upgrade yourself, and you don't only upgrade yourself in that area, you know, or on that area of life, but you know, you really widen your scope. depending on your job or whatsoever, you know, because sometimes you will go to a job site. Maybe let me say you're going for what is this job? A sales, right? What is the first thing they ask you? Do you have a driver license? You don't have. So now that driver license is limiting you from having that job, right? So why don't you
Yeah.
upgrade yourself? Try to do something. See, I used to, you know, when I was back in Cameroon, I used to own a salon. I had my salon in Cameroon, and I was a boss back home, knowing that I know all, as a hairstylist, you know. But believe me, when I came here in Dubai, I knew that I came to understand that I know nothing. I came to understand that I know nothing. And believe me, I'm that kind of person who I like to learn. I like to push myself a lot. I want to know what is happening. What can I do, you know, to fix this? What can I do to put this like this, you know? So once you keep your mind positive, be open. From that moment, when I realized that, oh my God, I know nothing really, I just decided to put myself down. I learned from my colleagues at work, and believe me, where I am today, I deserve it. Yes, I would say I deserve it because I pushed myself to be where I am today. So I am encouraging anyone out there that you can do it. You can do it. Once, you know, remove all these negative thoughts from your head about Dubai is this, Dubai is that. No, it's not. It's not. Believe me, if you encourage yourself, you can make it. And believe me, you will be up. You will be where people will even be doubting, like, who is that? Is she Cameroonian? Is he Cameroonian?
Mm.
So that's it. I really want to encourage Cameroonians to, you know, come out of that myth of I can't do it like this in Dubai. I can't be like this in Dubai. No, it's all lies. You can be whoever you want to be in this Dubai. The only thing that you cannot have in Dubai is being an Emirati.
Freedom. Yeah.
Okay? Yes.
That
You
kind of
can't be
freedom
an
that we want from
Emirati.
that kind of freedom that we want in Africa or in Europe. You cannot have it in
Exactly.
UAE.
Because this is their way of life, okay? This is their way of life. And they say when you go to Rome, you have to do what the
Rome, do
Romans
what?
do.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
but they are not limiting us from, you know, being who you want to be. They are
To
not
be.
doing that. Any skill you want to learn, doors are open. And believe me, most of the skills are very cheap. And secondly, they are very, you know, short time period to go for any
Yeah.
skills.
Two
You go
weeks,
for a
one
skill
week even.
for, you know, 2 weeks, 1 week, you know, and before you know it, you've changed your job. You know, you find yourself there, up there. So I beg, more leave that mentality, more throw away and very far. This country, believe me, most of us Cameroonian they will day for year. If Dubai no be day, some of we no for day for year.
Some of
We
our
all
families
know,
they
we
look a
all
bit
know.
better back home.
Exactly. We all know how it be very difficult for you for travel, go for other countries, okay? So why? Why some person will discourage you, say, why you go for that Dubai? You want to go do it for that country? My sister, my brother, it's a big lie. You can make it here and even make it more than what you were expecting if you are willing to do it.
Yeah,
Okay? If you are
because
willing to do it, you
let
can
me
make
cut
it.
you a little bit short because we have Cameroonians here that in UAE that uh, air hostess. We have people who are working as managers, who are working as supervisors, who are working as working in real estate business. They're working good jobs. You know, it's not all about being a cleaner, being a waitress. Being I
Yes,
have friends that are working better job, better jobs in better company and in better position. You just need to be confident to yourself, be who you want to be, push yourself to that limit, it is not easy, but you have to have that confidence first and push forward because stepping into a foreign country is the same like you come up from Bamenda, travel, go start stay for your own day. You know, just face them very easy. You start with check quarter, check house, check how life for your own day. It's just the same.
exactly.
So you just need to know, say, living your own country to another country, life not gonna be very easy for the first 1 year. Let's talk about the first month you enter. So when you say, hey, I went to Dubai, I say Dubai and they'll go give me work. You don't just come in and just have a job when you're not putting the effort. Although some people come in the first week, they go for the first interview, they have a job. It's just grace sometimes. It's grace. So you have to, when you're going to a neutral place, a neutral country, just put God first, because everybody has their own grace in any land that they find themselves. Because we have people in Europe that are worse than people are based in UAE. So it doesn't matter the location.
So true. So true.
It doesn't matter the location. In what
Everything,
matters is
everything depends on
just you.
individual.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we
actually,
are trying. Right on.
Actually, sorry to cut you. Actually, my girl here at home. So when I told her my experience in Dubai, when I just came to Dubai, she was so shocked. You know why she was shocked? Like when she sees me in the position that I am now, she's like, really, madam, are you serious? How come? And you're like this, you're like this, you're like this. So I try to educate her. I tell her, no, it's not about what you see at the beginning. It's the journey ahead of you. If you plan yourself and if you're not willing to give up, because I have noticed with so many Cameroonians, okay, they are not patient. They just want to give up now. They think that life is a bed of roses. It's not a bed of roses. Believe me, when you go to somewhere, especially for your first time, you're going to face like a lot of difficulties because you're changing your country. Imagine when you change your hometown. We back home, when you leave from Limbe to go start staying in Kumba, it's not easy. It's still in your country. And then what do you expect of traveling to another country? And you expect your life to be that smooth? It's not going to be that smooth. The first thing you have to know is what brought me here. The first thing you have to put in mind, what brought me here? Some of us tend to, forget why we are here, why we came here. Okay, we used to have this mentality. Like me, when I was growing, I used to have this mentality that the people who are abroad, they just sleep and they wake up and harvest money on the trees.
We used to have that mentality, all of us.
Yes, but I will tell you that we work our ass morning till night. When you sent me that message, what was the time? It was almost 9:30 p.m., right? And I told you that I'm still at work.
At work, yeah.
Imagine, I'm a mom, but I do a full-time job here. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, but I do a full-time job. And then when I maybe come and post my picture on Facebook, someone will be like, I asked you for maybe one franc you didn't send. My dear, maybe I'm even here sitting and I'm still like trying to push myself to reach where I want to. Sometimes they really can't understand, but I can't really blame them, because really, I really want us, that especially Cameroonians that have traveled out of Cameroon, we really need to sensitize the people back home. We need to sensitize them. We need to make them to understand some certain things. Really. And we need to, we are the ones who are going to bring that development back home and make the people understand a lot of things about traveling. And and if you're going to bring someone to travel, tell them the truth. Life is not going to become easy. For the first time when they just relocate, it's very difficult when you relocate. It's very difficult, but you have to be patient if you want to become someone. I remember my friend, actually she's like a sister to me. When she came to Cameroon, that time I was still in Cameroon intending to travel, and she just got this job with Emirates. She was explaining to me about the Emirates, the way the Emirates crew are dressed and all that. And then, she talked to me, she told me so many nice things about Dubai. And then secondly, she started telling me about the disadvantages also. And she was like, one of the disadvantages are like, she said, Dubai is very hot. People are just standing like this and collapsing, like this, and what what I told her, because I'm that kind of person, I'm a go-getter. If I say I will get this thing, I will get it, unless I don't want to get it. So I said to him, I said to her, sorry, um, did you collapse? Did you die? Are you not
Really,
here
did
with
you
me?
collapse?
I must follow you, you
Let's
know?
go deeper.
So
Did you collapse?
that's it.
Like seriously.
We have to keep a positive mind.
Okay, okay. Let me cut you short. Thank you so much for your time. I will want to bring another guest. Just stay at the background because you come again to finalize what you're trying to give us. We are so, so grateful for your time and your patience. It's not
Okay.
easy because
I'm really
short
grateful also to
time
be
and
here
then
at
you're
the
on the
moment.
show. Yeah. So at moment we'll be bringing another guest from Turkey. I hope Lydia Labe is connected because I'll be bringing her to the show right now. Lydia Labe, are you there? Because I can't find you connected. Lydia, if you're here, please try to send your request right now, Lydia. Try to go out and send your request, please. Lydia Labe, before our guests go out of the house. So try to send your request again so that I can approve it. Lydia Labelle, I'm waiting on your request, please. Guys, people have been telling people that they talk a lot of bad things about Dubai. Dubai not this, Dubai not that, Dubai not that. So thank us to get some people where they don't really make family, where they try to clarify it, clarify with it. Actually, it's all about the process of making a family in UAE. You find always get that from people with experience, not people the way they don't get experience. So okay, Lydia Labelle, I'm waiting on you to add you to the show. Okay, sis, thank you so, so much for your time. We'll catch you back again in a short time. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, the show is 2 minutes, 2 minutes, so that you tell us exactly. I think it's not connecting. My battery is already running down. I don't want this thing just to go pop. It's connecting right now. Okay, sister, welcome back to the show. Can you just round up about UAE 2 minutes, something that you think is important for you to share with us? 2 minutes.
Yeah, please repeat the question again.
I'm actually saying just give us 2 minutes of your time to round up what you think you left, because I know time you go for backside, you think if I be no, I will talk you one, I will not talk you one. So just give us what you think is beneficial for people who are living in UAE that you did not tell us at the beginning of the show. Maybe you forgot, maybe you thought of it after you left the show. Like, is there anything you want to add concerning UAE?
Actually, I will say there is really nothing. Okay, I think I don't touch on some main topics them.
Yeah,
Okay,
very, very,
so
very, very important topic. They don't touch on points, they don't touch on.
yeah. And I will only say that we should learn to be positive, and and I would also add to that, like our brothers and sisters who are here in the UAE, please, if you're bringing someone from home, okay, you should try to educate that person on why they are coming here, and try to tell them the truth. you
Mm-hmm.
know don't tell them, like, don't give them the hopes of, like, they are going to just sleep on the bed and then wake up and see money falling from the tree. And secondly, don't break their necks. Thirdly, don't tell them, like, because I know some people, they say you just go to Dubai, your job is waiting for you, the car is waiting for you. For where?
For where?
That's a big thing. Try
Nobody
to
owns
tell
a
them the
company in
truth.
UAE.
Yeah, just tell them the truth. Tell them the truth, that as you are coming here, know that you're going to work. Just know that your 1 year is, I mean, it's a period for you to, transform yourself. I would say transform yourself, because actually when we leave home, we come here, we live like, like, how say, like, when you're being born again, like, that's how we leave home, believe me. I would I know most of us it, like if we come here, we can really testify that we do not really know a lot. And traveling is like part of learning. Traveling is part of learning. I personally, I have learned a lot. I have learned a lot, staying
There
here
is
in
a
Dubai.
question on the show. Somebody's asking you, how old are you, Odette? Women do hide their ages.
Delicia, not try me.
Don't mind them.
Hmm.
So,
Okay, you
guys,
want to know how
thank Yella,
Hello?
Yella, Habibti, Yella.
Okay. Say Yalla Habibti. Okay. Delicia says you look young and good. Yeah, actually, I'm young. Okay, I'm just 34 years old. I'm just 34 years old. 34 years young, actually.
So,
I know some people
thank
don't
you.
like, I know some people don't like, saying their age. To me, really, it's not a problem to me. Really,
That is an
it's
issue with
not a
women.
problem to
Women, we
me.
don't
I
like
don't
to
know
tell
why
our
people
age to
like to
people.
hide their age, but
We hide our ages,
like
so
it's okay. It's okay for some personal reasons. Some people have personal reasons of doing that. But yeah.
so since the the last question, what I want to actually do now is to sell your market because we'll be ending the show very soon. So sell your market to the community,
Okay.
what you're all about on YouTube,
Thank you so
precisely.
much, Lady B Billionaire. Thank you, really.
Welcome.
I would personally say, like I said from the beginning of this show, you are really a lady with a billion hearts. And you know why I'm saying that? You're actually the first person that I have seen with that positive spirit. You have this you have this encouraging spirit in you, really. And I would say, don't give up no matter what. Just keep being you. Just keep doing your thing. And, no matter how people will say, people will always talk. Just know, be it good or bad, people will always talk, but don't change from who you are because you are actually a very positive person. So, and I would say, once more, please go follow my YouTube channel by name Odette Bonfain. It's actually the same name on my Facebook. And follow me on all my social medias handles.
Mhm.
On Instagram, I'm also Odette Bonfain, okay? And actually, here in Dubai, if you're in Dubai and you're looking for a makeup and hair makeup artist and a hairstylist, maybe for your birthdays or marriage or engagement, baby showers, whatever. Name them. I'm here. Don't forget, okay? I'm here. I
Sell
will
your
just come and,
market, sell your market, baby,
everything.
sell your market. Sell it. We need that.
So I'm
Sell
right
your market.
here. And hopefully, by the grace of God, more things will be coming up. So, yes. So please don't forget to shout out. Don't forget to shout if you have any upcoming events, and maybe you have a friend. It must not be a Cameroonian. Maybe you have a
Yep.
Kenyan friend or Ugandan friend, someone who wants to do a party or something, and they are looking for someone to beat their face or their hair. Shout me.
Guys, now see that I'm saying market now. All the Dubaians in the building. This our beautiful sister here in
Yeah,
Cameroonian way eating hustle all sides, home and for you a job site to make a living, and we are here to support each other. Also on YouTube.
yeah,
I beg you follow a page on YouTube or Dead Bomfen because he create great content concerning beauty and hair makeup. So guys, if you did for Dubai, we want to do your marriage, traditional marriage, maybe they do it for Cameroon, they want to celebrate and for UAE, for your makeup, for your hair, court marriage, white wedding, baby shower, like she call them, I beg you contact and for your page for Facebook or Dead Bonfen, and it do a lot. When I check out for YouTube channel, I would like it makeup, or makeover, when I like
thank you
and from
so
hair
much,
to
Lady.
face, everything. Now check her up on Facebook, YouTube, everything is there. And sometimes if they ever come live for Facebook or do makeup with us live. We teach people the way they want to learn how to do makeup live. So she's always there to, to
Exactly,
teach us. Because even
exactly.
me, like, it's
Actually,
learn,
yeah.
learn.
Actually, I do that sometimes. And my channel also is mostly to sensitize, the African woman, most especially the Cameroonian women, okay, on things like taking care of your body, your face, everything. Sometimes you can just stay at home, for example. Most of the time, let me say, stay at home moms, or you have an urgency to go somewhere and you need to rush to the salon. Maybe the salons are not functioning at that moment, okay? So you can just
Lydia, no.
go and watch videos and do it for yourself. You can do it. It's called DIY. It means do it for yourself, okay?
Yeah.
So when you watch my videos, you can definitely do it for yourself.
Okay, sis, thank you so, so much. And I want to appreciate your time. So let's listen to what we are. We are proud of who we are tonight. So yeah, I really, really appreciate everybody that took the time to support this program. May God bless you wherever you are right now. I salute you. I'm so grateful you people made it possible to be, because it was just a short notice, but I saw people on the live, so many guys. Thank you guys so, so much. And Odette, thank you so, so much for being on the live
A
show tonight.
pleasure.
Have a blessed
Thank
day
you
with your
too.
family, a blessed night with your family. Bye bye. See you again on the next
Bye.
edition in the nearest future. Bye. Say your market. Let me say my
Bye.
own market now. So, guys.